Hi Cancer, and welcome to your bonus love advice for August 2018. This reading is going to look at the compatibility and give you advice for you in each sign. And so those Cancers out there that are completely single, that have nobody in particular on their mind, I have created a timestamp and mini reading just for you as well. So those of you who are interested in like an Aries, you will go to the Cancer and Aries timestamp, Aries and Leo, Cancer and Leo, the Cancer and Leo timestamp, etc. Okay, so I will start with those Cancers who don't have anybody on their mind or in their life, and the rest of you go ahead to the timestamp for the sign you are interested in or involved with, okay? So, single Cancers, let's see what is on the agenda for you guys in regards to love and romance for August. Is there new love coming for Cancer? Let's see. All right, so we have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So this could be a number of different things. This could be your thinking about yourself. You know, you could have really low self-esteem, and we need to work on that to attract a very positive, healthy, romantic relationship into our life, okay? Especially if you've experienced a lot of traumas in regards to romance. You might need a lot of work in those areas to really balance out your vibration and heal that trauma, okay? Some of you, this might be, you know, cigarettes or alcohol, or maybe even something else, shopping. There might be some addiction in your life that you need to let go of, and this could also include a pattern of, you know, behavior or, you know, a belief system that doesn't serve you. Or it could be, you know, you may attract a codependent type of energy in August, so be very careful of that. So we have turn your heart light on, allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love. So yeah, this is saying, Cancer, stay positive, stay optimistic, heal whatever energy needs healed inside of you that's still traumatized, that's out of balance in regards to love and romance from different things that have happened to you in the past, okay? And allow your heart chakra to fully open and call to your mate, to call to your lover, okay? Yeah, look at this. We need to truly, fully open our heart 100%. Do whatever it takes so that your vibration is just very intoxicating, very alluring, very attracting. You might try some sleep meditations or affirmations. They will very much help you in creating that vibration that's very alluring and attractive, okay? But we've got to turn that heart chakra all the way up, or, you know, at least open our heart once again if we've closed it, okay? So those are your bonus messages in regards to love and romance. For those of you who are single with nobody particular on your mind, I am wishing you all the very best, Cancer. Take care. All right, Cancer, this is for you and a fellow Cancer. Whether you're just interested in them, you're involved with them somehow, some way, or you're hoping for a reconciliation. So let's see what comes out for Cancer. Cancer, Cancer connection. We have trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. So, regardless of your current status with your Cancer, with your fellow Cancer, you've got to have faith and trust in them or in the situation at hand, okay? So if you are disconnected and hoping for a reconciliation, you need to trust that there's things that you both need to learn and understand and grow into during this period of separation in order for you to come back together. If you're just dating, there's no real commitment in place. You need to trust that all is well and that, you know, the relationship will progress as it is supposed to in perfect divine timing. If you are committed to a fellow Cancer, this might be where, for some reason, like, we've really got to trust the situation, our partner, what's going on. Maybe just trust the universe if you guys are having some hard times. So we have look to your pattern in relationships. It requires inner strength to recognize that you need to change or modify your behavior. And act as if your partner is here. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as they are with you always. Or act as if they are with you so you will always consider them. There seems to me in this Cancer-Cancer connection, there's some pattern of behavior that needs to be examined, okay? And I feel like we've got to have more compassion or empathy. So either you need to have more compassion and empathy for your Cancer, or your Cancer needs to have more compassion and empathy for you. Or maybe it's just kind of a bit of a combination of both. But there's, you know, some sort of pattern in this relationship that needs to be addressed. Or if you are not committed yet, Cancer, you need to see if there's any sort of repeating pattern in this relationship with your Cancer. And, you know, what do I need to do to correct that? I feel like overall this is a good situation. It's just there's some behavior that needs to be addressed and modified. If you're hoping for a reconciliation, I do feel very positive about one with act as your partner is here and trust. It's like we've really got to learn and grow and understand some things on our own before we can come back together, okay? So we have complicated. Things are a bit complicated. That's why we have to have faith and trust and, you know, do what we've got to do our part, and really have a lot of empathy and consideration for your fellow Cancer. And if you need that, you put that out there to them and be like, look, I really need you to understand me, to feel me, to know where I'm coming from. Otherwise, there's just going to be no moving forward, okay? So there is potential here, regardless of your current status. Just work on whatever it is that needs to be addressed and corrected, okay? So those are your messages for a Cancer involvement. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. Okay, so this is a Cancer involved with a Sagittarius, or hoping to reconcile with a Sagittarius. Let's see what comes through. All right, so we have reconciliation. So if you are estranged from your Sagittarius at this time, there definitely could be a reconciliation taking place in the month of August. If you're just dating a Sagittarius and there's no real like commitment yet, this here could be where, you know, we're reconciling any differences in energy, and you know, we're able to take things to the next step. If we are in a committed relationship with a Sagittarius, this could be where, you know, in August we're just feeling a new spark between us. We're feeling more closer and more connected than we have been, okay? If we haven't been getting along, it's like we are kissing and making up and the energy's really good. So with reconciliation, that's just really good all the way around, regardless of what your status is with your Sagittarius at this time. It's like things getting better, things working out, you know, kissing, making up, making amends, all those things. So we have demonstrate love, find out what is important to the people you love and act on it. Yes, very important to be very loving, affectionate, and understanding. practice compassion, see things from a different perspective, and then turn your heart light on. Allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love. So, those of you involved with the Sagittarius, you need to practice some compassion, ask for some compassion, really be vulnerable, turn your heart light way up, okay? Focus on love, focus on all the things about your Sagittarius that you admire and you appreciate. Have compassion and understanding for, you know, their mistakes, transgressions, whatever. Also, you know, ask for this energy in return if that's what you need and that's what you require, okay? It's just, it's not about doing the blame game. It's really about being compassionate and loving and understanding with each other in August, regardless of your status, okay? Yeah, because look at, this is the outcome. We have love. So if you're trying to reconcile with the Sagittarius, looks highly probable. We just really have to understand each other and really open our hearts and be vulnerable. If you're in a relationship, again, it's a strengthening of the bond, a reconnection, feeling closer. If we're just dating, you know, be open, be vulnerable, be patient, and go with the flow, because, you know, with love being the outcome here, there's a lot of potential to this relationship. So Sagittarius Cancer connection looks really awesome for the month of August, okay? Those are your messages. I am wishing you all the best. Take care. Okay, so this is for those of you who are involved with a Capricorn or hoping to reconcile with a Capricorn. Let's see what is up for you guys. All right, so we have free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So there's something about your Cancer Capricorn connection that needs some adjusting. So Cancer, if you have been kind of a pushover, letting Capricorn call the shots, you know, be in the driver's seat, it might be time for you to become a bit more assertive with your Capricorn and put some boundaries in place, okay? If you guys are stuck in some sort of repetitive pattern of behavior, it's time to break yourself free of that. If you've been holding back, it's time to break free of that and jump in with both feet, okay? So there's just something about the Cancer Capricorn connection that needs a little bit of adjustment. Choose love. You always have a choice as to what you should do. And forgiveness. Nothing can be gained by holding on to past disappointments. So I feel like if you are in a committed relationship with the Capricorn and there's been some trouble, some hard times, it's like August is a great time to choose forgiveness and to choose love. And, you know, forgiving somebody isn't for forgiving the behavior, saying it was okay. It's forgiving the person. We all make mistakes. We all want to be forgiven, you know, when we screw up. And with this, it's like it's better to serve you by choosing love and forgiveness than, you know, blaming, being angry, and holding on to past hurts. Like if you've been holding yourself apart from your Capricorn because of forgiveness issues, it's time to forgive. It's time to, you know, reconnect. If you're just dating a Capricorn and maybe they are a little rough around the edges or did something or said something, you know, with this, it's like it's better for you to choose love and to forgive them and not hold yourself apart from them, okay? If you are hoping for a reconciliation with the Capricorn, it looks like somebody really needs to forgive and forget and choose love and to vibrate there and to free themselves from anger and bitterness and all of those emotions, okay? So here with Vision, Aphrodite, you know, what's lost is lost, and we need to let that be water under the bridge and focus on the now and build from the now, okay? Because that will create a better future. But it's really all about forgiveness and freeing ourselves from something of the past with our Capricorn connection here, okay? So apply that how it fits for you personally and your relationship. And so those are your messages for those of you who are involved with a Capricorn. I'm wishing you all the very best, Cancer. Take care. Okay, so this is for those of you that are involved with an Aquarius or hoping for a reconnection with an Aquarius. Let's see what's coming out, what's going on. Okay, very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So, Cancer, either you need to decide or your Aquarius needs to decide. And so if you guys are just kind of casually dating, this could be about, you know, deciding to take the relationship to the next level. Either you need to decide or Aquarius needs to decide that, or we're having a discussion about that in the month of August. If you are in a committed relationship with Aquarius, it looks like you guys may be at kind of a standoff or an impasse about something, and it's like you've got to decide very soon, Cancer, where you stand, what you want to do, so that you guys can move forward, move beyond this, okay? If you're hoping for a reconciliation with very soon, I feel like there could be some communication and conversations taking place with your Aquarius in August about that, okay? So we actually had 2 cards fall out. So turn your heart light on, allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love with your Aquarius, okay? And love is all around you. There is love everywhere, all of the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. So 36 and 16 here. Very important, Cancer, that you are soft and compassionate with your Aquarius in the month of August, and ask your Aquarius to be soft and compassionate with you. I just feel like we've got to decide something that's, you know, that's kind of a holdup here, regardless of if we're waiting for a reconciliation, we're just kind of dating, or we are in a serious commitment with Aquarius. There's like a decision that needs to be made either on your behalf or Aquarius's behalf. And Cancer, by you shining your beautiful heart light, that makes all the difference in the world with what's going on. So outcome advice is the reminders card, which is things of the past. So big time reconciliation energy, but most importantly, this is saying whatever has happened in the past, we need to make a different decision in the now if we want a more positive future, okay? Learn from the past. Don't make the same mistake twice. Make a different choice this time around, but we've just got to decide, okay? So those are your messages, Cancer, for those of you who are involved with an Aquarius. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. All right, Cancer, so this is messages for those of you who are involved with a Pisces or hoping to reconcile with a Pisces. So let's see what comes out for you guys. All right. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So regardless of your current status with the Pisces, whether you are broken up or you're just dating or you are in a committed relationship, you have every reason to feel positive, optimistic, and hopeful for the future of you and your Pisces, okay? So staying in a very positive mindset is very important for August. Believe in your love. All right, be willing to express love. When we express love, we begin to receive more love and forgiveness. Okay, so Cancer, it might be time to open your heart up and forgive Pisces, whether you are single or coupled. The very next card would be spiritual connection. So this is a very special connection. I do recognize that. But there's some forgiveness and healing that needs to take place, and somebody needs to open their heart back up if it's kind of been closed a bit, okay? So apply that how it fits. Do you need to forgive Pisces, or does Pisces need to forgive you? No matter who needs to forgive who, I feel like it can happen as long as we're both willing to open our hearts and be vulnerable and stay optimistic about our future, okay? So if you're hoping to reconcile with the Pisces, it's all about moving beyond whatever has happened in the past, okay? If you're just dating a Pisces, this could be where, you know, we've got to put ourselves out there. Maybe Pisces has been really burned in the past and they're kind of afraid to be vulnerable, or, you know, this is where you have to ask Pisces, hey Pisces, you've got to be vulnerable with me. There's just some sort of communication that we have to have here, and maybe a little bit of forgiveness. So look at here, we have lust. Yes, a very strong connection, this Cancer Pisces. We need to forgive the past, whether there's infidelity involved or not. It's like we've got to forgive the past in order to move forward into the future. This is a beautiful connection. I feel like it can overcome anything that it's been through. I see a lot of really passionate sparks taking place between Cancer and Pisces in the month of August. So, you know, give your relationship a chance, stay positive, forgive, ask for forgiveness, you know, whatever needs to happen, and you know, really expect the best with this connection. So those are your messages for those of you who are involved or interested in a Pisces. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. All right, so this is your messages for a Cancer who is involved with an Aries, or interested in an Aries, or hoping to reconcile with an Aries. So let's see what comes out for you guys. All right, so we have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So, Cancer, very important that you stay happy, optimistic, positive, and good vibrations with your Aries in the month of August. It really just allows you and your Aries to vibe with each other, to resonate with each other. You know, just don't be nitpicky. Don't notice what's like lacking or what you wish was improved. It's like, let's just really enjoy this moment with our Aries. Whether we are coupled up in a serious committed relationship, we're just kind of dating each other without a commitment being in place, okay? Enjoy your times together. Feel positive. Feel optimistic. Feel happy. Don't be nitpicky. Don't be emotional. You know, with your Aries, it's all about the higher vibrations for August. If you're hoping for a reconciliation with an Aries, it's all about, again, that same energy of vibing high, being positive, and enjoying yourself and being confident in yourself, okay? So let's see. We have receive with love and appreciation and demonstrate love. Yes. So those of you involved with an Aries, really appreciate all the different moments. Even if you're like, oh, I wish this was more, or I wish this would have happened this way. Like, that's not going to help you out. Really appreciate every step of the way with your Aries in the month of August, and I just feel like that's gonna help you. It's gonna bring you guys closer. It's gonna help you overcome any sort of obstacle that you've been facing. If you're just dating, no real commitment, you know, same thing. Just be very positive and hopeful and optimistic. It makes you a magnet for your Aries. If you're hoping for a reconciliation, you know, don't be throwing no guilt trips out there. The more you seem confident and positive and vibrating high, the more attractive you are, Cancer. Okay, outcome advice. We have Strength and we have the High Priestess of Earth. So, this is a strong relationship, okay? It can weather many storms. I just... don't be a wet blanket, or if your Aries is being a wet blanket, be like, no wet blanket. Go with the flow. This is a strong relationship. Reconciliation, I do feel like it's possible just because of the Strength here, but I feel like we need some tangible evidence somehow, some way. Either you need that from your Aries, or your Aries needs that from you. And if your Aries needs that from you, you know, demonstrate love and give it with love. If you need that from your Aries, you can put it out there without coming across as like needy or whiny or, you know, just excessively emotional. You can stay yourself very gracefully and say, look, Aries, if you want to be with me, you've either got to, you know, get committed, or you've got to express how you feel. Like, I'm not asking for too much here, okay? So just be very clear and try to keep emotions out of it. Be compassionate, and I just feel like this relationship, there's longevity to it, and it can weather many storms. So hang in there with your Aries, okay? So those are your messages. For those of you involved with an Aries, I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. Okay, so this is messages, bonus love messages for those of you who are involved with the Taurus or are hoping to reconcile with the Taurus. Let's see what comes out. All right, so we have separation. Okay, time apart is on the horizon. So with this, if you are broken up, that's pretty straightforward. We are broken up in August. If you're just dating a Taurus, this might be where you're traveling or they're traveling for work, for pleasure, for family purposes, maybe even military. You could even live in separate states or countries. If you are in a committed relationship with a Taurus, same thing. It could be where one of you is traveling for business or family, military, something like that. Or it could also mean, you know, if you are in a committed relationship where you and your Taurus just maybe haven't been seeing eye to eye, or just you haven't felt as close with your Taurus as you have in the past, okay? So let's see what comes out with the Whispers of Love. All right, so we have romance. Lavish the one that you love with your personal attention and affection. And forgiveness. So those of you who are hoping for a reconciliation, I feel like it can absolutely happen, but there is an element of forgiveness that needs to take place here, either on your behalf or on the behalf of Taurus, or maybe a combination of both. But in order for the reconciliation, it's like we both are going to have to be 100% in, lavishing each other with personal attention and affection, and really making the other one feel important and valued and loved, okay? Forgiveness is key. In fact, Cancer, I'm seeing forgiveness in a lot of your readings, actually, with each sign. Some of you might be unhappy about the travel that your partner is doing, and listen, I don't feel like anything bad is happening or taking place, okay? I think you and your Taurus have a good connection here. So let's see. We have the moon. So we definitely have a spiritual connection with each other, okay? So if you are broken up and estranged at this time, you're very much feeling each other and feeling each other's energy. We've got to work on forgiveness and learning how to really give enough time and energy and attention to our Taurus, or our Taurus giving us enough time, energy, and attention, okay? So you are very much spiritually connected. We could have some conversations with each other in the month of August talking about reconciliation. Those of you who are just dating a Taurus, no commitment in place, I feel like it's important for you to give a lot of attention to this Taurus and let them know you're really feeling them, you know, and pay attention to your intuition. You'll know how much is just enough and not too much or too little, okay? Really feel the vibes with your Taurus. And if there's any sort of apologies or mending that needs to happen, let it happen. If you are in a serious committed relationship with the Taurus, Cancer, very important that you're very attentive, doting, loving, you know, giving them a lot of attention. Any sort of forgiveness that needs to happen, let it happen. Fill them out, fill them with your empathetic ability, and you'll know what to do. You'll know what to say, and you know how to proceed forward. But it's all about forgiveness and you know, giving a lot of personal time, energy, and affection to your Taurus. So those are your messages for those of you who are involved with a Taurus. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. Okay, so this is messages for a Cancer-Gemini connection, or those of you who are hoping to reconcile with a Gemini. So let's pull some cards to get more information for you guys. All right, so we have free yourself. So there's some aspect to your connection with your Gemini that needs improvement, that needs shifting. If we're afraid and we've been really holding ourselves back, it's time to fully open ourselves up and embrace our Gemini. If we have been like a big pushover, you know, not really expressing ourselves, trying to appease our Gemini, it's time to become a bit more assertive and put some boundaries into place, okay? There's just, with free yourself, there's some element or aspect to the relationship that may need assessment and improvement, okay? So we have the only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problem back to love. So there is a need to be more open and vulnerable, you and your Gemini. And we have romance here. Lavish the one you love with your personal attention and affection. So those of you who are in a serious committed relationship with the Gemini, if we've been feeling kind of, you know, restricted, disconnected, held back from each other, Cancer, August is the perfect month to really shift your focus back to why you fell in love with your Gemini and all the positive attributes of your relationship with your Gemini. And also, sorry, I had a yawn. Also, you know, if you've been kind of holding back, really open up and dote on your Gemini. Give them love, give them attention, give them affection. If you need more love and attention and affection from your Gemini, say so. You know, express yourself, communicate. If you're just dating a Gemini and there's no real commitment in place, listen, don't kind of hold back and keep yourself restricted in fear of the fact that, you know, there's no real commitment in place. It's like you need to feel positive, focus on, you know, all the wonderful connection that you and your Gemini do have, what's going right between the two of you, and be vulnerable and just, you know, lavish your Gemini with your beautiful love and attention and watch what happens. If you're hoping for a reconciliation, it's time to free ourselves from any negative, heavy energies of the past and whatever happened. Focus on why we love Gemini, why we want a reconciliation. This can't be a blame game or anything like that. It's like we've truly got to free ourselves from the past if we want a reconciliation with our Gemini. And so this is the outcome advice card. Here we have denial. So those of you who are trying to reconcile with the Gemini, August may not be the right month for that, okay? It's because the denial card is all about divine timing. So ultimately, whether you're hoping for a reconciliation, you're just casually dating a Gemini, hoping for more, or you are in a serious committed relationship with the Gemini, there is something about divine timing that is taking place in August. And instead of stressing and worrying and focusing on what's wrong and all the lack, we really need to focus on what's positive, what is working, and, you know, focus on the love between you and your Gemini, and free yourself from any sort of lower vibrating negative thinking type of energies, okay? It's all about divine timing for Cancer Gemini connection in August, okay? So those are your messages for those of you who are involved or interested in a Gemini. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. Okay, so this is a Cancer Leo connection. Those of you involved with the Leo or hoping to reconcile with the Leo. Let's see what comes out for the two of you. Okay, so we have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So if you're hoping to reconcile with the Leo, this could be a very good month to, you know, put it out there if you have not expressed that in the past, that you would really like a reconciliation. Your Leo might actually say, hey, Cancer, I really want to get back with you, okay? If you're just kind of casually dating a Leo and hoping for more, this is a good time to say, hey, Leo, I'm really feeling you. I'm hoping that this could turn into more. I have feelings, or, you know, whatever. If you're just interested in a Leo, put yourself out there. If you are in a serious relationship with the Leo, dote on your Leo. Tell them how much you love them. I feel like the vibes are just really good for Cancer Leo connections for August, okay? So we have show simple acts of kindness and have patience. Yeah, you know, love on your Leo. Be patient with your Leo regardless of your status, okay? And ask for the same in return. Be like, Leo, give me some patience, some kindness, some compassion, okay? Because it looks good. Those of you wanting to reconcile, have patience. Slowly work the energy, all right? Day by day. Don't rush, don't push, don't force. Go at a very nice pace. Have a lot of patience, have a lot of understanding with your Leo, regardless of your status, okay? And express your love. Put it out there. Be vulnerable. Do nice things. Moon. Yes, there is a very special spiritual connection between you and this Leo, and you need to trust that, okay? You definitely feel it, but you need to trust in it more. And, you know, be open, be vulnerable, but have a lot of patience with your Leo. You know, I feel like you guys move at different paces and have different needs, but this is a beautiful connection. So don't give up on it. Just have patience, express your heart, trust your intuition, okay? So those are your messages for those of you who are connected to or interested in a Leo. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. Okay, so this is bonus messages for those of you who are involved with a Virgo or interested in a Virgo or hoping to reconcile with a Virgo. So let's see what comes out here for the two of you. All right, so we have chemistry. There is a strong magnetic attraction here. So the Cancer-Virgo connection is hot and spicy. There's a deep magnetic pull towards each other, the charisma, the energy. It's just all really, really nice. So if you're just casually dating this Virgo, you guys are both really feeling each other. If you are in a serious, committed relationship with Virgo, I feel like the chemistry is going very, very strong in August. If you're hoping to reconcile with the Virgo, you guys are still definitely very attracted to each other and feeling each other's pull, the gravity of your connection, okay? So let's pull some cards here. So we have do something for somebody else and love is all around you. Very important that we are compassionate and sensitive and loving to our Virgo in the month of August. Also, asking our Virgo to bestow the same type of energies upon us, okay? Being loving, being helpful, being kind, being compassionate, all those things. I just feel like it's a really good vibe for Cancer-Virgo connection. If you are hoping for a reconciliation, it might be a good time to reach out, okay, and have a conversation. Because you guys are definitely both still really feeling each other. The vibes and the energies be there. All right, understanding, yeah. So that's the outcome and advice for this Cancer-Virgo connection. You know, anything that's, you know, a bit confusing or kind of hung up in the air at the beginning of August, by the end of August, we're on the same page, okay? We have a better understanding of each other, of the relationship, where it's headed, all of those things. But be very loving, be very patient, be very kind with your Virgo. Demand those same energies in return. And I just feel like you guys are going to come into a really good understanding with each other by the end of August. If we are disconnected and we're hoping for a reconciliation, again, I feel like because the chemistry and attraction is so strong, if we can come to an understanding and agreement, there can definitely be a reconciliation, okay? So those are your messages for those of you who are involved with a Virgo. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. Okay, so these are bonus messages for Cancers who are involved with a Libra or hoping for a reconciliation with a Libra. So let's see what comes out here for you guys. Okay, so we have unrequited love. Now, this is honestly, I believe, the first time this card has come out in all of these readings that I've done. Cancer, with this, if you've been with a Libra for quite some time and you love them, but you don't feel the chemistry, the passion, the excitement, it may be time to let the relationship go. The spark may have permanently fizzled out for you, okay? If you have had your Libra telling you that they're not feeling it anymore. I feel like they're being truthful, okay? So some Cancers who are connected to a Libra, it might be time, you know, to let the relationship go, or it might be time for the relationship to end, because even though we still really care about each other, all the proper energy and elements are no longer present, okay? The relationship has run its course. If you're just dating a Libra kind of casually, Cancer, it could be that, you know, you just might not be feeling, you might really like them, but you might not be feeling them, or they might really like you, but there's just some level where we're not quite clicking. So let's see what this unrequited love is about. All right, so we have spiritual connection here, and we have romance. All right, so what I see is, yeah, some of you have a very strong spiritual connection with the Libra. I feel like this is more for those of you who have been in a committed relationship with the Libra. But I just feel like the spark, the passion is gone with unrequited love, okay? And maybe you've been trying to really romance your Libra, dote on your Libra, but, you know, just because you have that deep spiritual connection and tie doesn't mean that maybe you guys have to be romantic for the rest of your life, okay? That part of your relationship could have definitely played its course, okay? So if you still feel deep connection, but you're just not passionately in love, like they're just your homie now, it's maybe time to let it go, okay? Others of you, I feel like you have this vibe going with the Libra, those of you who are dating one, and it's either where they're really feeling you and you're not feeling them, or you're really feeling them and they're not quite feeling you, okay? If we're hoping for a reconciliation, again, there's a very strong spiritual connection here, but there's some holdup, so I don't know. This could really go either way with a reconciliation. Okay, so here's some hope. And then we'll go with that. This is a very complicated, okay, so here we go. This makes sense. I'm like, man, this is complicated. Spiritual connection and romance, but unrequited love. What is going on? Listen, I feel like there are some of you that are with a Libra and you know it's over and it's time for it to end, and you just need to accept that and move on, okay? For others of you, this initial like unrequited love could have to do with differences, incompatibilities, but with time, because there's this spiritual connection, if we really focus 100% on each other, we could overcome our differences, and you know, things could actually turn into a very beautiful relationship. As far as a reconciliation goes, again, I'm on the fence about it. It could really go either way. This here is, there's a lot of hope, okay, and there is love, and there is great spiritual connection. So give it some time, okay? Those of you that are trying to reconnect with the Libra, just give it some time. Definitely could be a reconciliation, a second chance, you know, but whatever this is, like, it's honest to God, Cancer, with Libra, it's stumping me. I don't know if this is like one moment somebody's in and then the next moment they're out, up and down, wishy-washy, changing our mind. And that's what this is about, because it's like, I love you, no I don't. I love you, no there's too many differences. We have such a spiritual connection, but I don't love you. Like, it's just all over the place for some of you, okay? If it's over, it's over. And it's time to move on, okay? But if it's not fully over, then my God, we've got to overcome these differences and do what it takes to flow with each other, okay? And again, for reconciliation, I really feel like it could go either way. just see how the energies play out for you for August, okay? So very complicated read for those of you who are connected to a Libra. My God, never seen such contradicting cards in one little mini reading. That's why I know somebody is just very unsure about their emotions. Okay, so anyways, Cancer, those are your messages for those of you involved with a Libra. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. Okay, so this is bonus messages for Cancers who are involved with a Scorpio or are interested with in a Scorpio. Let's see what comes out for you guys. Alright, so we have Free Yourself. This card has come out for many of your readings, Cancer. So this here with Free Yourself, there's some element of the relationship that's out of balance that needs to be addressed. It could be where we need to be more assertive, we need to have more boundaries, we need not be a doormat. That could be you or that could be Scorpio. Some of you, this could be where we are really holding back, and it's time that we stop doing that and become more vulnerable and open. Okay, so let's see what Whispers of Love have to add to this. Alright, so we have the Union of Hearts. There's a connection of love that defies explanation, and act as if your partner is already here. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you, so you will always consider them. So I feel like we might need a little bit more kindness and compassion from our Scorpio, or our Scorpio needs that from you, or it's a combination of both of you are requiring a little bit more compassion and, you know, empathy from each other. But with the Union of Hearts, there's a very special connection here. So those of you who are hoping for a reconciliation, you need to free yourself from negative thinking and take the advice. Act as if your partner is here with you. Have positive expectations. Believe in your connection. Believe in your love with the Scorpio. And, you know, just wait and see what happens. Those of you who are just dating casually, you know, don't try to push or force. Just really go with the flow. Again, there's a very beautiful connection here. So we have movement as the overall outcome, and for me, that is positive direction. So if there was restrictions, we were feeling held back, we're not feeling that. We are freeing ourselves. We are moving forward. We are no longer fearing this beautiful connection, okay? I can definitely see reconciliation with the Scorpio and Cancer in the month of August. Believe in this relationship, believe in your connection, don't hold back. Whatever needs to be addressed and corrected, have a willingness to do so. Be very considerate, empathetic, and compassionate towards your Scorpio in the month of August as well, okay? So those are your messages, Cancer. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care.